it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you know your history? Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know your history? Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? History.
Now we going back. He done on my back for sure. When I let the truth go, we gon' let them know. My people on my back for sure. I hold them down for the road. The Lord Almighty made me. Laws I got, they changed me. We can see the truth now. Got them looking crazy. Man, I'm always searching. Yeah, you hear I'm searching. You hear me, boy, 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 I'm searching. Yeah. Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our fathers going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. We the chosen people, you say no way. Your enemies been teaching you the wrong way. Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our fathers going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. We the chosen people, you say no way. Your enemies been teaching you the wrong way. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know your history? Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know your history? Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? History.
Now we going back. He done on my back for sure. When I let the truth go, we gon' let them know. My people on my back for sure. I hold them down for the road. The Lord Almighty made me. Laws I got, they changed me. We can see the truth now. Got them looking crazy. Man, I'm always searching. Yeah, you hear I'm searching. You hear me, boy, 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 I'm searching. Yeah. Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our fathers going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. We the chosen people, you say no way. Your enemies been teaching you the wrong way. Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our fathers going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. We the chosen people, you say no way. Your enemies been teaching you the wrong way. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know your history? Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know your history? Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? History.
Now we going back. He done on my back for sure. When I let the truth go, we gon' let them know. My people on my back for sure. I hold them down for the road. The Lord Almighty made me. Laws I got, they changed me. We can see the truth now. Got them looking crazy. Man, I'm always searching. Yeah, you hear I'm searching. You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
Yeah. Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our father's going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We the chosen people, you say no way. Your enemies been teaching you the wrong way. Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our father's going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We the chosen people, you say no way. Your enemies been teaching you the wrong way. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know your history? History, history. Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know your history? History, history. Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? History, history.
Now we going back. He done on my back for sure when I let the truth go. We gon' let them know my people on my back for sure. I hold them down for the road. The Lord Almighty made me. Laws I got, they changed me. We can see the truth now. Got them looking crazy. Man, I'm always searching. Yeah, you hear I'm searching. You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
Yeah. Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our father's going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We the chosen people, you say no way. Your enemies been teaching you the wrong way. Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our father's going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We the chosen people, you say no way. Your enemies been teaching you the wrong way. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know your history? History, history. Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know your history? History, history. Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? History, history.
Now we going back. He done on my back for sure when I let the truth go. We gon' let them know my people on my back for sure. I hold them down for the road. The Lord Almighty made me. Laws I got, they changed me. We can see the truth now. Got them looking crazy. Man, I'm always searching. Yeah, you hear I'm searching. You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
You hear me, boy, I'm searching.
Yeah. Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our father's going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We the chosen people, you say no way. Your enemies been teaching you the wrong way. Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our father's going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We the chosen people, you say no way. Your enemies been teaching you the wrong way. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know your history? History, history. Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know your history? History, history. Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? History.
Now we going back, heathen on my back for sure. When I let the truth go, we gon' let them know. My people on my back for sure. I hold them down for the road. The Lord Almighty made me. Laws I got, they changed me. We can see the truth now. Got them looking crazy. Man, I'm always searching.
Do you know what to
Time running, it's amazing. All the things you can learn in short space, but the time's still running, don't let it waste. Yeah, you can learn with me, cause when I'm reading, oh, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. I flip the page, I see it written down again and again. I'm humble and I'm hawking it, that if you will today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, follow me, follow me, to the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, follow me, to the Saturday. Then we go and keep it holy and make it to the next day. Do you know what today is? It's our hidden history. Our hidden history. Do you know what today is? Mystery. Tell me, do you know? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, follow me.
We're back. How y'all doing? I can't hear myself. Oh, here we go. Okay. Loose, man. All right, there we go. Hey, what's going on? I'm exhausted, man. We had a long night. Got back late. But you are now tuned into
Our Hidden History Radio Show.
We're back. So. We'll continue where we left off. We left off with Hannibal. We left off with what was it left off there, Jess? I'm thinking you guys do most of the talking today. I'm feeling exhausted. Eyes on fire right now, man.
Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ bless. Welcome back, Officer Abaddon.
All praises.
All right, don't mess up today. Officer Quack, all praise the Most High.
Yeah, man.
All right. We missing Cap and Officer
Cap.
Haim
Shout out to
as
the
usual.
Yeah.
All praises.
But all praises, they here in the spirit. So we left off with I know we dealt with Hannibal, we dealt with Septimius Severus.
Killing the one of the fetters.
No, that's
Nah,
way back.
you 7
Way back?
episodes
Damn, nah,
behind.
Jesus Christ.
That was the previous week.
That was what? No, it wasn't.
Was it?
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
damn.
It was not.
Damn.
So we left off. I know we went to
The Punics.
the Punics. So today we have some stuff.
Oh, you're talking about the Berbers and
Right, and that's where we left. We left off with hey, put the page back up with the Phoenician. Cause we was going over the Phoenician Israelites, how they came over to this side with the Atkinson's casket. That's where we left off at.
Let's go back to that. Yeah.
All right.
Load up.
So we're gonna go back here, and then we're gonna recap.
Go to Ezra. Get
Go
second
from
Ezra 13. Get second Ezra 13.
Yes, sir. The book of
need
Second
that.
Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 40.
Yep.
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hoshea, the king, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them away over the waters, and so came they into another land.
Right, another land. It should be this one. Go ahead.
But-
That's going into Assyria. Go ahead.
But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the
We're
heathen,
going to leave with a heathen. We're going to be around them, surrounding nations. Go ahead.
and go forth into a further country, where never mankind
Where
dwelt.
never mankind dwelt. Never. Go ahead. A new land. Whole new land. Go ahead.
That they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
Come on.
And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood
Hold the water. Hold the turbulent waters still. They can pass through. Go ahead.
till they were passed over.
Go ahead.
For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And the same region is called Arsaris.
Another land. So, I went over this before, where they were, the Assyrians placed them into another land, going into the cities of the Medes, where they became exiles or Scythians. Y'all remember that? We're going over that. They became Gauls eventually over that time, things of that nature. But the part where it says, but they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen. Now, remember, I said last week that the Assyrians were a very, very severely violent nation of people. They were fierce. The Assyrians are not going to just go out, just allow Israel to just leave, at their own leisure to go and keep laws. That don't make no damn sense. All right, so this is the time when they were given liberty. Okay, this is going into the time when they were given liberty of the Persian King Cyrus. Get Ezra real quick. Ezra 1. We'll see when.
Deacon, it's about these about 5 verses. It's about 500 years
Yeah, in between.
in between.
Yeah.
That's why the bishop always say the Bible is abbreviated.
Right, I'll give you an example of that.
The book of Ezra, chapter 1 and verse 1. Now in the first year of Cyrus, king of Persia, that the word of the Lord by the mouth of Jeremiah might be fulfilled, the Lord stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia, that he made a proclamation throughout all his kingdom, and put it also in writing, saying, Thus saith Cyrus, king of Persia, the Lord God of heaven hath given me all the kingdoms of the earth, and he hath charged me to build him an house at Jerusalem, which is in Judah.
Right.
Who is there among you of all his people? His God be with him, and let him go up to Jerusalem, which is in Judah, and build the house of the Lord God of Israel. He is the God which is in Jerusalem. And whosoever remaineth in any place where he sojourneth, let the men of his place help him with silver and with gold, and with goods and with beasts, beside the free will offering for the house of God that is in Jerusalem. Then rose up the chief of the fathers of Judah and Benjamin, and the priests and the Levites, with all them whose spirit God hath raised, to go up to build the house of the Lord which is in Jerusalem. And
So with all them goes into northern kingdom. The rest of the northern kingdom. Go ahead.
verse 6, and all they that were about them strengthened their hands with vessels of silver, with gold, with goods, and with beasts, and with precious things, beside all that was willingly offered. Also Cyrus the king brought forth the vessels of the house of the Lord, which Nebuchadnezzar had brought forth out of Jerusalem, and had put them in the house of his gods. Even those did Cyrus king of Persia bring forth by the hand of Mithridath the treasurer, and numbered them unto Sheshbazzar, the prince of Judah. And this is the number of them.
Sheshbazzar is I believe that's Zerubbabel.
Yep.
That's Zerubbabel. Go ahead.
And this is the number of them: 30 chargers of gold, 1,000 chargers of silver, 29 knives, 30 basins of gold, silver basins of a second sort, 410,
Other vessels 1,000. All the vessels of gold and of silver were 5,400. All these did Sheshbazzar
Zerubbabel.
bring up with them of the captivity that were brought up from Babylon unto Jerusalem.
This is the liberty that Israel was given to leave the multitude of the heathen and come to a further country where never mankind dwelt. This is the time. Now, get Daniel 9. I'm going to show you Daniel prophesied that this was going to happen. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of history in one verse. Just to confirm that Ezra 13:41 is like 500 years, like Opposite Jezreel was saying. Daniel 9.
24.
24.
Yes, sir. The book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 24. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city.
70 weeks is the duration of time. I'm not going to go into that. There's too much time to go into it. But 70 weeks. Go ahead.
And upon thy holy city, to finish the transgression, and to make an end of sins, and to make reconciliation for iniquity, and to bring in everlasting righteousness,
Leading unto Christ. Go ahead.
and to seal up the vision and prophecy, and to anoint the most holy.
Go ahead.
Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem,
This goes back to Cyrus.
Right.
Going for the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem. Go ahead.
unto the Messiah, the Prince,
Up until Christ comes into existence. That's Rome. Go ahead.
shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks.
7 weeks is 7. 62 is 62. That's 69 weeks. Remember, we read in 24, it said 70 weeks. So that 69 weeks is going into a certain duration of time. I'm going to go into that. It's going into 490 years. But there's a 490-year time frame. That's what it's going into. Go ahead.
The street shall be built again, and the wall, even in troublous times.
That's going into Ezra and Nehemiah's time. They built the walls. So Daniel 9:25 gives you damn near 400 plus years in one verse.
That's crazy.
400 years in one verse. The 62 and 7 is pretty much 300, 490 years, whatever, man. 69. I ain't got time for all that, man. I'm tired. I don't know that math. Anyway.
434 years.
Yeah. Right. So 69 years. 69 years, that's another class, but y'all get the point. So one verse gives you pretty much 3 captivities. It gives you, in this verse, you got Persia, and you have, up until Christ come, that's Greece, and then you have Rome. All right, so that's 3 captivities in verse 25. All right, so Ezra confirms that. All right, so now give me Atkinson's casket.
All right. Yes, sir. Atkinson's casket. All right. In the days of Solomon, nearly 3,000 years ago, the Phoenicians, or Tyrians, as they were then called, were the only seamen of the age capable of conducting the fleets of Solomon to the various nations with which that great king held communication. Extensive must have been the voyages which the enterprising Tyrians made for Solomon, accompanied by the Jews. They were 3 years in performing the voyages which they were commanded to make.
Now, let me help make something real clear. A lot of scholars, pretty much, who didn't do research, believe that the Canaanites were Phoenicians. The other scholars who are more thorough and deep and more knowledgeable understood that the Phoenicians were, in fact, our people who resided in that landmass, and the Greeks gave us that name. So you're going to come across some scholars saying that calling the Canaanites or Sidonians Phoenicians, but they're not. We're the Phoenicians. Okay, let's read on.
For the king had at sea navy of Tarshish with the navy of Haram. Once in 3 years came the navy of Tarshish, bringing gold, silver, and ivory, etc. To what regions of the earth this fleet sailed is left in a degree to conjecture. But from the articles they brought back and from the length of the voyage we are to judge. Besides gold, silver, and ivory, they brought apes and peacocks. These animals, more especially the latter, are found in greater abundance in Africa.
Real quick, give me a map of Eziongeber. 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 Give me a quick map layout so I can share. I'm going to share something really quickly.
Not Zion Geber.
Ezion Geber.
Officer Manny.
Oh God.
Shout out to Officer Manny.
Officer Manny for
Damn, boy, you can't skip,
his
man.
impeccable
You're on the hot
spelling
seat.
skills.
If you sit down, it's a hot seat.
Oh my gosh. You got to send prayers for Manny.
Yeah, right. Face the east for that brother, man.
When it comes to spelling words, it's
When it comes to
it's a battle.
it's a battle. When it comes to words, period.
Yeah. It's a fierce battle in his mind.
War in his members.
Yeah, you better don't speak, bro.
I'm stop.
Yeah, you know you got his finger
Hey,
on that button.
hey, you know we got a new soundbite for you.
Yo, what happened?
we got a whole nother soundbite for this brother right here.
Gosh.
All right, D, we have it up.
I'm trying to see something.
All right, yes, sir.
Say something real quick. I'm trying to find something.
Off the clock. What's up? You got something?
No, sir.
All right, all praise you on the show. Don't have nothing.
He's just there. Just sitting there like, yeah. I'm good.
Hey,
I ain't selling you nothing.
right, the first show. Oh man, but yeah. So like Deacon is bringing out, Solomon. Deacon, you can go back. You can revisit what Deacon is bringing out right now by King Solomon. How we came over to this side of the world. You can revisit that at the two promised lands. You can go back and see that the two promised lands. That's one of the first two episodes we did, right? Yep. Second and third episode we did. Deacon went in extensive research on as far as bringing out that during the time of King Solomon, which was around like 900 BC, something like that, we came over here. We was over here already. And that's when he was bringing out the with the Olmecs and the Toltecs.
The Chichimecs and
The
so on.
Chichimecs and all of them. We was already here at that time.
Speaking of that, actually, Deacon Joshua on his show on Wednesday night, he brought out with the officers. They brought out a few videos.
Did you say King Joshua?
No, he said
The
Deacon.
Deacon Joshua.
Oh,
Deacon
okay.
Joshua.
All right.
Deacon Joshua.
I thought
Damn,
I
officer.
Watch the seeking evil. In
Yeah, right. Just straight up.
Brother, did you say king?
Well, he put out some videos. They put out some videos where they actually showing like how like back then like the Caciques and all that actually they went to the indigenous people and the indigenous people brought out Babylonian statues and so on, like idols, like pure gold idols.
Okay.
So that was crazy too. So we actually ended up bringing idols from Babylon over here.
Over here.
Yeah.
Yep. So, you see that?
Wait.
Sorry, Dick. Somebody said turn Deacon's mic on. Oh,
To my mic up?
Yep.
Or up or on?
Up.
All right.
Going back to your point, you said that we brought what idols from where?
From Babylon and so on.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually in this book right here
We're
it
gonna
shows.
read it, yeah.
Okay. No, I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
All
So right here we got Ezion Geber right here. Share something real quick. We got Ezion Geber right here. Get my mic up. I got this thing kind of crazy. Hold on.
Yeah, I knew your mic was never like that, Deacon.
Yeah, there's something going on. All right. So we got let me see. The map right here, Ezion Geber right here. You see it? You see that's the Red Sea, I believe it is, right there.
Yes, sir.
This is the Gulf.
Go
Is it?
blow it up. You can't blow this up.
Yeah, I can't see nothing. Thank you. Yeah, bring it up. Yeah. The Gulf of what?
The Gulf of Aqaba.
Aqaba. All right. Ezion Geber is on the border. All right. Thank you. I'm just trying to see. What do I want? The wilderness of sin. That's where Israel was at. The wilderness of sin there. You see right there. All right. Thank you. Okay, stay there. Get another map.
Yeah, I'm about to say because they got the Gulf of Suez. See, can you find an older map? Because it should say the Red Sea.
Yeah, that's what it should say, Red Sea. That's why I said Red Sea.
Yeah, blow it up. Check that one right there.
That's good. Let me see that one.
that's good. That's a good one.
Throw it up. All right, here we go. See the Red Sea right there? So we came out of Egypt. You crossed that sea, ended up in that wilderness right there in the middle, wilderness of sin, or the Mount Sinai right there. Now go over. You see Ezra younger brother right there, Eloth. Okay, you see. So Exodus is Egypt. So that left hand portion of land right there is Africa. Can you bring it out, blow it out, and minimize it some? See that? So that's Egypt right there. Okay, that's the northeastern part of Africa right there. It says the Exodus, that's all Africa there. Libya, Egypt, all of that. And then to the right of it, where the land's all connected, that's the so-called Middle or Near East. Okay, Esau divided it, built that damn Suez Canal and tried to divide the Near East from Africa. You know, it's all one landmass. Okay, now bring it in some again. So right there, bring it down. That's the Red Sea right there. Move it over. And you have Ezion Geber, all right there. Ezion Geber, right there. Move it over some. Is there more? Move it over. That's it. All right, now, get me. Where's the Euphrates River? Can you go up? Yeah, I'm trying to put it all together for y'all. Give me a Persian Gulf. We'll step in Persian Gulf. May have to go to Google Maps. I might just do it that way.
What you looking for, Deek?
The Euphrates River flowing into the Persian Gulf.
Hey, but going back to the point, Officer Don was saying, so when we came over to these places, when we traveled all these lands and settled there, we always brought back things from those different captivities.
Go to Google Maps. We'll do it that way. I'm gonna try to do it that way. Unless you found it.
So we always left something, you know. We even when we went to the lands, Los Lunas. We always
New Mexico. Mm-hmm.
We always left stuff behind for
that stuff
our
was
people,
left
you know,
during King Solomon's reign. That's what they say. It dates back that far back. All right, let's zoom out. Zoom out a little bit. You got it? Google Maps?
I don't know, Deacon. Think they're having trouble with this.
Oh, Lord. The world's most detailed globe, Google Earth. Okay. We getting high tech now. We're doing Google Earth. All right. Using Esau's eyes. All right. So I'm gonna show you. I'm trying to show y'all pretty much Ezion Geber, okay, and the Red Sea. I'm gonna show you something else. I'm doing this for a reason. I need to go over this for a reason. Let's show you something really quickly. He held still the floods.
So you want something that shows us going around?
Yeah.
Yeah. So try to get something.
Just type in Google Maps Africa. Google Maps Africa or something.
Yeah, we wasting time, bro.
Ain't got much of it either. Google Maps Africa. Y'all go on the map. I said Google Maps.
What's it?
Like the GPS Google Maps. When you go to Maps, it should show like a digital. I'm making this real complicated, man.
DJ Rebellious.
Exhausting.
DJ Rebellious.
The 1 and 2s. Don't look for Google Map.
Hey, pop right up.
Right.
You gotta speak it to him backwards.
Yeah, you gotta say it backwards.
You gotta ask for the Tigris
Dyslexia.
River.
Huh?
You gotta ask for the Tigris River. Euphrates.
You pull it up then, right?
You said Euphrates?
Hey, so I hope none of this stuff is going over y'all heads. You know, just take your time with it. Like you said, we got all these episodes put together.
Thank you. Yes.
D, y'all ready?
Yes. Please zoom into that now.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Zoom in, please. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Move that out the way. I don't need that Africa thing. X that out. Just give me the map. We can go to Africa.
Iceland.
Thank you. There we go. Bring it in some more. Bring it in closer, 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 closer. I know it can go closer than that. There's no way it can't go closer than that.
That might be it, D. That's it, right? That's it, D.
Are you serious? On the GPS, it can't go and zoom. It can't zoom faster closer than that on the GPS.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh gosh.
Oh my goodness. DJ.
I'm gonna say. I would normally say shouts to the IT team.
Nah, not today. Not today.
Shout out to the breakfast team. That's it. Gosh, you guys are making me tired. Come on. Move it over. Move it over to the left, where Africa is.
Now they got to go back out to find Africa.
Right there. Yeah. See Israel? Zoom in, please. Zoom in more. Okay, then go down to your left, like down leftward, left, downward left. Okay. Bring it up again so I know where I'm at, because you guys are confusing me. Bring it up so I can see where we're at. Is this Israel here?
Zoom it out.
Bring it out so you know where you're at. Okay. All right. That's good. Jeez. All right. Wow. Gosh, I mean, my head hurt. Okay, so that land there, that's Israel there in the middle, so-called right there. And go down to where the water is. Right there, zoom in right there. Zoom into that area there. Zoom in. Yeah, zoom into that. Zoom in again. What's it say in that water? What's it say? The words?
Suez Gulf.
Yeah, so I said man-made garbage. All right, go up. Up. What's this here? Suez.
That's probably the river right
That's
there.
the canal, right? Suez Canal.
Yeah, I think that's the canal. Remember the last map we had says Red Sea, Suez Gulf.
Yeah, Red Sea. Move it up to the right. Move to the right. Go down. Right there. Hold up.
So these are today's names.
Let me see.
What's the taba? Like a blue.
You know what? Close this out. This is confusing me. Just type in go to Euphrates River.
Damn, IT. Sister posted. She praying for y'all.
Oh snap.
Oh, damn.
Okay, that's good. Zoom in.
Thanks, sis.
Zoom in. You click that.
We need it.
Someone's on the air on. Thank God. I was hot too. Oh, praise the Lord. I might be hot because the aggravations making my skin hot. My tea. Load up.
Hey, Israel, let's get those likes up. All right. All you got to do is hit the button. One click of the finger.
All right. This is doable. Okay, so you see the Euphrates River there? The Euphrates River? Remember, the Assyrians took us over the Euphrates River and placed us in the cities of the Medes. Right? Now, where's it flow down to? Go down to where it flows into. The water flows into. Bring it down to the right.
That's it. Can't go no more.
That flows into, I believe, the Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf, and then the Arabian Sea.
The Arabian Sea.
I'm trying to airdrop this, so.
Yeah, I need something that shows like.
But I can't find it here.
Move over to the left.
You can't move it? Damn, bro.
Anyway, okay. I'm just
Yeah, D, you want to move on to?
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna say. So you have. We took the Euphrates River. We sailed down the Euphrates River into the Persian Gulf. And then on the opposite side of that river there, you have Ezion Geber. Okay? Ezion Geber is the opposite side. I was trying to show the different ways just to get into the Pacific Ocean. All right? That's what I was trying to show y'all. I'm not sure that this is it. Let me see. This is better.
You sent this, Officer Don?
Yep.
Let me see it. Blow it up. Let me see. Let me see if Don can bring some form of salvation to this situation.
Redemption. Right there says Euphrates. By the Tigris, Armenia, Turkey.
Blow it up.
Persian Gulf.
Blow it up. Blow it up. Blow it up. Oh, thank God. Thank you so much.
Yo, give
Don,
a
you all
right.
right.
I was scared real quick.
It's a car.
Remember, it's the car know the times. They know the times. They know how to find things.
You got the
That's
douche.
their talent. So you see Euphrates River here, it flows into the Persian Gulf, right? You see that? It flows into the Persian Gulf. Now, file up, go to bring it out some. Bring it out some. Persian Gulf, see we're going to the Arabian Sea. See how it flows in the Euphrates River. So then you go around there. Go down. And then you see the Africa right there, the Somalia right there. So now they'll zoom into the Red Sea there. You see Red Sea right there? And you see Sinai, go up. That's Ezion Geber there. So Ezion Geber. So you see on the opposite directions. You can sail around Africa from two different directions. You sail around Africa through the
Mediterranean.
Ezion Geber right there. You see Sinai, the tip of that's Ezion Geber right there. That's Ezion Geber right there. And then on the opposite side, you see the Euphrates River flowing downwards into the Persian Gulf. All right? So you can sail. So when the Northern Kingdom got into the Euphrates River, they sailed, it flows southward into the Persian Gulf, leading into the Arabian Sea. You go down around that area there, around Africa there, okay? Into the Indian Ocean. So this is where Hiram and Solomon's fleets would sail. Okay, this is where they would sail. Now they had one fleet in the Mediterranean. Remember, the Promised Land borders the Mediterranean Sea, and we also had our ports at the Red Sea, okay, as well, which is Ezion Geber. So we had two vantage points. We had one point where we could sail into the Mediterranean Sea, leading into what? The Atlantic Ocean, and we had one vantage point from the Ezion Geber, leading into the Pacific Ocean. All right. That's the point I was trying to bring it to. So in Northern Kingdom, when they were given liberty and they hopped into the Euphrates River, they sailed downwards into the Persian Gulf and then made their way around Africa. You see Somalia at the Gulf of Aden, all of that. They went around that. Okay, and the Most High held still those floods because those waters are turbulent. Those waters are turbulent. All right, and our people had a knowledge of this because remember, a lot of our brothers of the so-called Falashas, a lot of them are claim to have come from Yemen, and they crossed over into Ethiopia. Okay, because it's right there. Yemen's right there, and Ethiopia is right there. They're literally neighbors, right across the world. You just sail right across. Likewise, the Central America and Africa are also neighbors because you have, I think it's called the Canary Currents, I believe, where the water flows westward. So if you ever get shipwrecked in Africa, if you're getting caught in a storm trying to go from Africa to America, you're getting there regardless because the water flows that direction anyway. You don't even got to sail there. You just happen to let the wind take you. It'll take you behind right from to the Americas, South America, is you'll end up. Now go back to Atkinson's casket. Keep that map there, though. Go back to that. Thank you very much, Adon. All praise to the Lord. You saved the day, bro. I'm telling you. I needed to bring that out for a reason. Go to Atkinson's casket. All right, and we were at let's see. Read that. Besides gold. Read that.
Yes, sir. Besides gold, silver, and ivory, they brought apes and peacocks. These animals, more especially the latter, are found in greater abundance in Africa than in any other part of the world. And indeed, that seems to have been the place of the nativity. Gold, silver, and ivory abound likewise in Africa.
Right. So go back to the map again. There's a younger Burr. So Solomon's fleet, when they sailed from Ezion Geber there, you see Israel right there, Sinai right there. See Sinai right there? Sinai, circle, go around it, please. There you go. Now just go into the water. See how, what is the border? It borders Africa. So so Solomon's fleet, we sailed into the Red Sea. We sailed in there. The Red Sea borders Africa. Remember, Israel went through the Red Sea, and we got into the Promised Land, which would be, you see, like Saudi Arabia right there, all that stuff. We went through there, all right? Or the Gulf of Aqaba, whatever. That's sin, the wilderness of sin, all of that stuff, which we'll be going back there. We'll be going back there again too. That's another topic. So it borders Africa. So when Solomon's fleet and Hiram's fleet sailed together, they ended up sailing. They stopped off and they docked off in Africa and got the animals from there, Sudan or whatever. Got the monkeys from there, peacocks from there, whatever, from Africa. Okay, and they also, but that doesn't take 3 years. That's right there. Now, real quick, give me what I want. Give me 1 Kings 10 and 22. Watch this. Shout out to Deacon Yashua for bringing this to my attention. This is some good stuff he brought to me last night in our conversation.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 10 and verse 22. For the king had at sea a navy of Tarshish with the navy of Hiram. Once in 3 years came the navy of Tarshish, bringing gold and silver, ivory, and apes, and peacocks.
So he says once in 3 years. So now, remember, to sail from around Africa, remember it's namely a year and a half. It took to sail around Africa to get over here. So that's once a year and a half. So a year and a half travel to come here, and then a year and a half to get back is 3 years.
Damn.
Where the bomb
That's 3 years.
Yo, come on,
drop
brothers.
the bomb.
Yo, D, can you repeat that, please?
So it says once in 3 years. So they would travel. It was a 3-year trip. So to sail around Africa from Ezion, remember I showed y'all it's the same distance pretty much. It's from Persian Gulf to go around Africa, or from there, it says it takes about 3 years. So it's one year and a half, maybe a year and a half in Esdras, and then coming back again, that's another year and a half. That's 3 years. So that's the point he brought out. So it would take that time to go around Africa, because the same thing with Northern Kingdom. When the Northern Kingdom jumped into the Persian Gulf and sailed around Africa, it's the opposite side of the Red Sea. You have the Persian Gulf on one side, and then across you have the Persian Gulf on one side, and of course you have the Red Sea on the other side. But both of them have to go around Africa. Both of them got to go around. All right? Because I showed you earlier in the book last week how they circumnavigated the Atlantic Ocean. They circumnavigated two oceans, the Pacific Ocean, and they circumnavigated the Atlantic Ocean, Solomon and Hiram's fleet. So either from the Mediterranean Sea. Remember, even Columbus said it would take them a year and change from Spain to get to America. That's a year and change. So a year and change even from that direction, from Mediterranean Sea to America, that's the same time. It's a year and change. And the year and change coming back, it's 3 years.
So one round trip equals 3 years.
Pretty much. 3 years, a little more, 3 years, give or take. Yeah, 3 years. All right. Where we at? 22, we 23.
Verse 23. So King Solomon exceeded all the kings of the earth for riches and for wisdom. And all the earth, that was verse 23. Keep
24.
reading. Verse 24. And all the earth sought to Solomon to hear his wisdom, which God had put in his heart.
You know what the psalmist said? Solomon knew all things manifest in secret, I know. He said that in Wisdom of Solomon 7. Go back to the article again. So we said we knew the water. We knew the land over here. We knew about it already. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to prove it to you in this article. Keep going.
So hence, gold, silver, and ivory abound likewise in Africa and in the more southern parts of that quarter of the globe.
The southern parts, because you got to go what? They sailed around. They had to go around it. Remember earlier, they went through the Younger Burr. That's the Red Sea. You got to go to the Red Sea borders Africa. They sailed down to the southern part and went around. They went around. I don't know what's going on with this mic. They went around. Go ahead.
In the more southern parts of that quarter of the globe, numerous species of the ape kind are found.
Right.
Hence, we are to conclude that the fleet of Tarshish passed the Straits of Gibraltar and then directed their course to the south along the western coast.
So they passed the Straits of Gibraltar. So the ships of Tarshish is going into Solomon's fleet and Hiram's fleet together, sailing from the Mediterranean Sea, because the Mediterranean Sea leads into the Atlantic Ocean, and they went southward. So they would sail from Phoenicia, okay, and they would sail eastward, then go downwards. We don't watch this.
To the south, along the western coast of Africa, to near the Cape of Good Hope.
Good Hope is south. I believe it's an island of Africa on the it's not the island. It's South Africa.
Right, very bottom.
It's the very, very bottom. The very bottom tip of South Africa is called Good Hope. So they sailed. Hiram and him sailed either from the direction of Ezion-Geber, or they sailed from the Mediterranean Sea, and it's the same direction. It's pretty much just like from behind Africa down and go around, or on the top of Africa and go that way. Go either way. It's like going around. They that's why it's called circumnavigated. They would go around. They sailed around like this.
Right.
All right?
Are y'all able to?
Yeah, let me show y'all a map. Yeah, let me give you a map real quick.
Because like Deacon is saying, if we came through the Mediterranean, there's still an opening to go
into that Atlantic Ocean.
Atlantic
downwards,
Ocean.
Yeah. Get a map of Africa. I'll show you.
Real quick, this simple map, man. You ain't got to do nothing.
No, nothing crazy. Yeah, today is map day. I'm sorry.
We ain't ask you to buy a app.
Yeah, keep that map right there. Don't give it to add-ons map ever. Just keep that there for the rest of the show till the show is over. I need that map. That's some good stuff.
Yep. You
That's
just
good.
pull up any of that.
That's good. That's good.
Don't.
Yep. Don't overcomplicate it. All right. So zoom in.
You gotta zoom all the way in.
You gotta zoom all the way in. All the way in.
Okay, D, you want to show the from Israel?
Yeah, that's fine. Right there. Go over to the left. You see, zoom in some more. That's as far as you can go in. Yes, sir. That's fine. You see Lebanon, Israel there. Lebanon, Israel. That's called Phoenicia. That whole area there, this border of Phoenicia. That's Canaan. That's our land. So Solomon's fleet was there. You had Hiram and Solomon's fleet there. Then you see Cairo. That little water right there. It says Red Sea. That's Ezion-Geber right there. Okay? That's Ezion-Geber there. Then if you look over to the right, you see Persian Gulf there. The Euphrates flows right there to the right. This is perfect. You should have found this map in the beginning. See right there, it says Persian Gulf there, Qatar. The Euphrates River flows southward into that water. So Northern Kingdom, when they were given liberty, they hopped in the boats, sailed downwards into that Persian Gulf. Bring it over some. Move it over a little bit. Okay, that's fine. They went around. You see Oman went around. Then they ended up in the Pacific Ocean. Go down. They went around there. See, go down. They went down. They went down. They Indian Ocean. They ended up in there. Go down. They went around that again. They went around. Then you go all the way to the bottom. You see Cape Town there. Good Hope is somewhere down there.
They probably call it. That probably was Good Hope.
Yeah, Good Hope is there around somewhere.
But it's right
so they went around. So go back up again. Go back up some. Right there. Go back to Cairo. See Red Sea right there? So we saw Ezion-Geber was at a port right there. Ezion-Geber was a port right there. We saw him sail down that way and went around to the bottom of Africa. And then him and Hiram had a fleet called the Fleet of Tarshish. That's of Spain. Go up to Mediterranean Sea. Go up. You see Syria there, Lebanon, Israel right there. Mediterranean Sea. Okay? So we sailed from there. We sailed there. And we went through, keep going over to the left. Yep, we sailed there. Go to the left. It said we passed the Straits of Gibraltar. The Straits is right there in the middle between Africa, Morocco, and Spain.
Right.
That's the Straits there. We sailed through that.
Circle it.
Circle the Straits. Right there. A little thing right there. We sailed through there. Okay? And then move over. And we ended up in Atlantic Ocean there. You see the Canary Islands there. You see Portugal right there, Canary Islands. That's what we did. All right? That's what we ended up doing. Okay? So I'm just showing y'all that we sailed around those straits there. Okay, now, go back to where we at. Go back to the book again. Casket again.
Oh, this is volume 10. Atkinson's Casket, volume 10. I think you all right?
Yeah. Swallow the drink just too fast. Hence.
Let's see where we're at. Hence we are to conclude that the fleet of Tarshish passed the Straits of Gibraltar and then directed their course to the south, along the western coast of Africa to near the Cape of Good Hope. For only towards the south part of Africa were apes to be found, while along the Guinea shores all of the other articles were in great abundance.
Watch this.
It is rendered still more probable that this fleet, which returned once in 3 years,
There you go. That's in the king. I read that first. Go ahead.
made voyages to the Atlantic.
They made voyages to the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean. Go ahead.
From the circumstance not only that it could have explored any or all parts of the Mediterranean Sea
There you
in
go.
a shorter time than 3 years,
And the short, right? That's shorter. Go ahead.
but from that another fleet was fitted out on the shores of the Red Sea,
That's young Geber. Go ahead.
conducted as was the other by Tyrian or Phoenician sailors, assisted by the men of Solomon. This fleet sailed to Ophir, which must have been on some island in the Indian Ocean,
Yep.
or on some of the coast of that ocean. Hence, the fleets of Solomon traversed 2 oceans, one to the east and the other to the west of Africa.
They traversed 2 oceans, the Pacific Ocean, and they traversed the Atlantic Ocean. They traversed both. Go ahead. But Solomon's fleet, all Israel alone, we came over here. Hiram and his fleet, they sailed the Pacific and Mediterranean Sea. But go ahead.
And on board of their fleets were both Jews and Tyrians. Ancient writers speak of a large and delightful island, or land, which the Phoenicians discovered on the Atlantic Ocean, west of Spain. This land was called the Atlantic Isle, and it is supposed to have sunk, as no succeeding navigators could ever find the place laid down by the discoverers.
Let's go on. Let's jump up. Go on to the point. That's the blue part. Go down, go over.
Start at that bottom again. The bottom, very bottom. All right. So it says, daring enterprise might have induced them to direct their courses through the western waves in quest of lands which had never been found.
Solomon. Go ahead.
We draw a conclusion that from some of the above causes, the first
is the lands that have never been found. Lands that have never. Is it really during what?
daring enterprise might have induced them to direct their courses through the western waves.
Western waves goes back to the waters that flow westward from Africa, going back to this side of the world. I said it before. Go ahead.
In quest of lands which had never been found.
Lands where mankind never dwelt. Same thing. But Ham didn't come over here. Go ahead.
I'm
going to say it again. Ham was not here. Ham did not come here. Go ahead.
We draw a conclusion that from some of the above causes, the first people inhabiting North America were driven to our shores, that those people were Phoenicians.
Phoenicians would be Israelites. I said that earlier in the other book where it said the Native Americans were Phoenicians. Right. In that book, Fossilized Customs, I showed you that 2 weeks ago. Go ahead. Phoenicians were Punic peoples. That's our people. But Berbers, same thing. Go ahead.
Were Phoenicians or Tyrians?
They said this is an assumption because Tyrians goes into Hiram's fleet, Hiram's men. They weren't over here. But remember, Solomon and Hiram, who was a Tyrian, they had a navy business together. They sailed the sea together. Okay? So they're saying that they're assuming that Phoenicians either came here, that's what it says, or Tyrians, go ahead.
And Jews.
Tyrians and Jews. Because these scholars know that Solomon had to have come here. And the Phoenicians were our people. So it wasn't Tyrians, it was Jews and Phoenicians that came here, which are the same people. Go ahead.
And that they landed in as ancient days as those of the reign of Solomon.
Remember the Los Lunas stone, they say the Hebrew written on that stone goes back to what? Solomon. Back to Solomon's time, 900s BC. Go down. Read on. But whether
the progenitors of the Indians of America.
There you go. But whether the progenitors of the Indians of America, go ahead.
Arrived here through design or accident.
Design. It was no accident. They knew where they were going. Go ahead.
Whether they came in a numerous fleet
we came in a numerous fleet. Now go back to Exodus 13. To pass through the rivers. They came here when mankind never dwelt. That's in the same article here. Go ahead.
Or in a single vessel. It matters not.
They came in a bunch of fleets. Go ahead.
If we can trace their origin and read their history, it must suffice.
It matters. Go ahead.
And speaking of the Indians of America coming from Phoenicia.
Come on, man.
And Palestine. Or Judea.
Go ahead.
We have reference to the numerous tribes which inhabited the central and southern parts of North America.
There you go. So even the author of this book is telling you that the Native Americans came from Phoenicia, Palestine, or Judea. It's the same people. Going back to them being Phoenicians and Jews. Go ahead.
Hey, Deacon, if I may make a point.
Yeah, go ahead.
Then Asher and Zebulon, they lived near Tyre and Sidon.
Yes.
Right? So
no, their border wasn't Tyre and Sidon. They sell from there. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Right. So.
Oh, yeah. Yes. They left with Tyre and Sidon. Yes. Yeah.
Right. So they that was pretty much Northern Kingdom selling, Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom. Those which inhabited the northeastern parts, we believe came from a different quarter, and those in the northwestern came from another direction. And the inhabitants of South America came from a quarter different from either of the others. Of these we shall treat in their respective places.
Meaning, they all stopped off in different areas. They made different stops. Go down. There more? I know there's more on this.
You got the other page?
You need the other page because it gets heavier.
No, there's another page.
Another page on this book, Atkinson's Casket. Another page.
A brother on the comment said, Christopher Columbus, we have a problem.
Yeah. Christopher Columbus read Esdras and he read Isaiah. So he knew what the Bible said. He relied upon the Bible to bring him over here. It wasn't an accident. He didn't bring Hebrew translators on his boat for fun to talk to a bunch of East Indians. That's stupid as hell. Load up. Here's where it gets crazy. Bring it in, move it over. All I want is that one. Yep, move it over. All I want is this one blue section here. Right there.
This goes back to Officer Don point
goes back to Don's point. Right here.
Various kinds of coin have been found in many parts of our land.
This is white folks. Various kinds of coin have been found in many parts of our land. That's the Americas. Watch this.
These, like the implements of iron, were lost or deposited in remote periods from each other.
Come on.
Those which the Europeans gave the natives are but little effaced by time and rust.
So the coins that the Europeans gave white folks, those coins are all worn out. There's trash. Go ahead.
Those brought here by the first settlers from Asia.
From Asia means the east. Those brought here by the first settlers from Asia mean the east. Go ahead.
Are much more defaced.
Go ahead.
And are of a very different stamp.
But there's a different stamp or image on these coins that the Native Americans had. Go ahead.
Some of these have the old Persian stamp.
Why do Native Americans have gold or Persian stamps on it? Why do Native Americans have Persian gold stamps on their coins?
Damn.
Why? How? How did I get over here? Because they came over here during what time? When they were given liberty to come over here. During the time of Ezra. Cyrus. They're talking about Cyrus, excuse me. During the time of Cyrus. Read it again, please.
The Bible's a true book, man.
Some of them what?
Some of these have the old Persian stamp.
The gold coins that the Native Americans had old Persian stamp on it. Meaning Cyrus's image on it. Persian language on it. Go ahead.
And others have characters upon them which none have been able to decipher or explain.
Because that's old Hebrew on them. Go ahead.
How came the old Persian coin to be scattered over the plains of America?
How can the old Persian coin be scattered over the plains of America? How'd it get over here? Because Cyrus gave us money and helped us come to rebuild Jerusalem. He helped fund it. So we had the gold. We brought it over here and we exchanged it among ourselves as currency because it was still gold. Go ahead.
And buried in the tumuli of the Aborigines of the land.
And buried in the tumuli of the Aborigines of the land. Why do Native Americans have Persian coin? Because they were under the regime of Persia, and they were given liberty of Persia to come to this side of the world. But they have been there since the time of Solomon. But the Bible shows you during the time of Persia. But history bears record to them coming over here during Solomon's time. But biblical record shows them coming over here during the Persian time. Because some are going to say, well, where in the Bible to say Solomon came to the Americas? It doesn't say. But record does show that they came over here during the Persian captivity in Esdras. And they had Persian coin based upon historical account here.
And regardless of the fact, regardless of that, we were the first ones to found America anyway.
And we were the first ones to inhabit southern Spain too. And named it the Iberian Peninsula. Go ahead.
They must have been brought here by the first settlers, who must have had communication with the ancient Persians.
Watch this.
And what people except the Phoenicians?
What people except the Phoenicians
and Jews
and Israelites? Go ahead, same people.
Had intercourse with the Persians at so remote a period of the world.
So that's the ones who came over here was between those two, Phoenicians or Jews, which is the same people. Israelites came to this side of the world and brought Persian coin with them because they were given liberty to come over here during that time, during Cyrus's time. You cannot argue this Bible. We will destroy you. You try to come against this Bible.
Hey, and that's right. Those that's trying to debunk Rudolph, you got to debunk these dudes, man.
You got to debunk all of them.
You got to debunk them. They
you got to
wrote
debunk
this.
all these old books that are written when we had us in chains. You got to debunk those books too. We're gonna hem you guys up with this. Stop playing with us. Just be white, enjoy your privilege, and go about your damn business somewhere, man.
Right.
Let us do our thing. Let us teach the people, usher in our kingdom, and then you're gonna be, have 9 to 5s for the rest of your lives. 9 to forever. Work in the fields. You get benefits.
24 hours a day.
You get benefits. You get the health plan. You get a death plan too if you play games.
Bring it out.
Who else? you get employment. You're gonna be good, man.
You get one day off.
You get a day off.
Yep.
You get the Sabbath off.
you get the Sabbath off.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. We got some.
I'm being evil. I'm like,
What
nah, I
have
ain't
you
get
got
no day off.
What have you got to lose? Nothing to lose. What have you got to lose? What have you got to lose? Nothing. Nothing to lose. Like Trump said. So where we at? Nothing to lose. Nothing to win either, but nothing to lose. So, showing you again that the Native Americans on the side of the world were either Phoenicians or Jews, which is the same people. They're the same exact people. So, where we at? Give me War of the Jews. Let's get into it. Let's jump into it. War of the Jews. So this book is called Wars of the Jews by Monroe Rosenthal and Isaac Moseson. I don't know what's wrong. This thing is magical. I don't know what's happening.
Yo, where you at, Duad?
Yeah, finally, Mr.
Mike,
Duad.
she's falling lower and lower and lower and lower.
Oh, I mean Soldier Duad.
Yeah,
Soldier
the why.
All right. So this is called Volume 8, right? The Wars of the Afro-Asian Jews. I mean, that alone to let you know what color they are. The Wars of the Afro-Asian Jews.
Damn. Chapter
Meaning
8.
black Eastern Jews. That's what it means. Asia means East. Asia means East. Okay? So now, I want page... Let's see. I want page 192. 191. We're gonna start where it says I won't get to the point. It's 2 o'clock already. Damn. Let's see. For centuries, start from there.
For centuries, Jews have been living at peace with the Semitic Negroid Berbers.
Semitic Negroid Berbers. It's the same Israelite. It's the same people. Okay, one observed Judaism, one was pagan. That's why it says that. But it's the same people. One observed Judaism, one was not observing it. It was the same. That's why the guy emphasizes them being Semitic, because you had two groups. You had the Semitic ones and you had the Hamitic ones. Hamitic Berbers are called Tuaregs. The Tuareg people, Taureg. They have us enslaved to this day. The Tuareg people. We mingle with them very, very, very small scale, but the Tuaregs, that's like putting them. That's who that is. Put. They came from Libya and took over that area. That's Put, Tuaregs. The Hamitic Berbers is pretty much Put or Libyans. And the Semitic Negro Berbers are look up Haritans as well. Haritans. I brought this out in class with Bishop like weeks ago. I'm gonna show you who the Berbers are. Type in Haritan Wikipedia. Haritan. Haratin. We gotta go fast. We ain't got time for a break. We're just gonna go through it. Those are the light, we should be all right. Haritans, we should be all right. Sister right there, beautiful sister. That's a Haritan sister right there. All right. Blow it up real quick. Read it real fast, Jess. You're gonna borrow time here. Read that.
All right. Haritani are a North African ethnic group native to Western Sahel and Southwestern Maghreb. The Haritan are mostly found in modern Mauritania.
Mostly found in Mauritania or Mauritania, land of the blacks. Go ahead.
Where they form a plurality.
Morocco is Mauritania. It's the same place. Go ahead.
Western Sahara and Algeria.
Algeria, Northwest Africa. Go ahead.
And Tunisia and Libya.
They're in Tunisia and Libya because remember the Carthaginians, Berbers, the same people. They had Libya all the way to Mauritania, from east to west. We had that whole thing on lock. Go ahead.
They are referred to as Chochin Jews.
Koshin Jews are also found in India. They're called Koshin. The same people. It's our people as well. Go ahead. The Sidis, Dalits, that's all Koshin Jews, same people. Go ahead.
The heritage are both culturally and ethnically distinct from modern sub-Saharan Africans.
They're not Hamites. They're Semitic. That's why I'm saying that they're distinct. Go ahead.
And speak Maghrebi Arabic dialects as well as various Berber languages.
They speak various Berber languages because they are Berbers. Okay, read on. Watch this.
They have traditionally been characterized as the descendants of former sub-Saharan slaves and the original inhabitants of the Sahara.
The original inhabitants of the Sahara because these are the Moors. Now go down. Go to history. It called Blackmore. Referred to as Blackmoors.
Or type in Blackmore.
Type in Moor. Moor. I know that's in here. I'm just not sure where. Right there, Mauritania.
Yep.
Read that.
Mauritania. In Mauritania, the Heritan form one of the largest ethnic groups and account for as much as 40% of the Mauritanians. They are sometimes referred to as Black Moors.
They're referred to as Black Moors. These are Israelites. These are Berbers. Go ahead.
In contrast to Bedain or White Moors, the Heritan there are primarily Hassanai Arabic.
Go ahead.
The Heritan of Mauritania, according to anthropologist Joseph Helwag, who specializes in West African studies, were historically part of a social caste-like hierarchy that likely developed from a Bedouin legacy between the 14th and 16th century.
The 14th and 16th century, go ahead.
The Hassan monopolized the occupation related to war and politics.
The Hassan is the Arabs. Go ahead.
The Zawaya, the religious roles, the Bedan, White Moors.
White Moors is like the Arabs. Light-skinned Arabs. Go ahead.
Owned property and held slaves. Heritage, Black Moors.
See? They owned property and held slaves. Black Moors. Go ahead.
Each of these were immovable castes, endogamous, with hereditary occupations, and where the upper strata collected tribute from the lower strata of Mauritania.
That's all I wanted. So I think the word Heritan means black, if I'm not mistaken. The word Heritan itself means black. So it's a byword, biblical byword. Go out of this. Go back to that book again. We was at. You ain't got much time. Not the Atkinson's Casket, the other book, the War of the Jews. Blow it up. Read that there.
For centuries, Jews have been living at peace with the Semitic Negro Berbers, or Hamitic Berbers, in lands we call Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia. After 1000 BCE,
1000 BCE, that's David's time. Go ahead.
The Barbary coast was settled by Phoenicians from Lebanon, a Canaanite Semitic people who spoke a dialect akin to Hebrew.
They spoke the Hebrew. This is going into Carthage in them. Go to page 192. Wait. Let me see it. Blow it up some more. The Phoenician. Read that right there at the top.
The Phoenician, or Punic people, spread into Libya, Malta, southern Spain, southern France, Sicily, Sardinia,
southern Italy, go ahead,
and Corsica, as prolific seamen.
Prolific seamen. We were there in the last book. Prolific seamen. Go ahead.
Phoenician and Carthaginian
same people. Berbers, same people. Go ahead.
Circumnavigated Africa and traveled as far as Ireland and perhaps the Americas.
Same, man. It's on you, man. All meets together. Go ahead.
When Rome conquered Carthage, many of her citizens claimed to be Jews.
So when Rome conquered Carthage, Hannibal, many of the citizens that were there claimed to be Israelites because we fled there during Babylonian captivity and during Persian captivity, during Greek captivity. We were living there. We became the monopoly. I told you that before. We became the monopoly, and we're the ones that did all the selling and so forth. We took over the Canaanites or the Sidonian sea business, the Mother Nations. We took it over. Go ahead.
When Rome conquered Carthage, many of her citizens claimed to be Jews and therefore allies of the Romans.
Right. Remember, the Jews were initially allies to the Romans before the siege took place. Go ahead.
Many of the Berber people took on the Jewish faith as they came in contact with Jewish refugees, fleeing Trajan's war and later persecution by Christian Rome.
Rome was trying to Christianize everybody. Go ahead.
The Jews who had fled to the Atlas Mountains and the Sahara moved further west and south as Roman coastal cities like Carthage and Hippo.
Hippo, that's where Augustine's from. St. Augustine, a Berber. He was a bishop of Hippo. Go ahead, a pagan Christian. Go ahead.
Became Christian. During the Visigothic persecution.
Visigothic goes into the Spanish Inquisition. Visigothic persecution is King Ferdinand and Isabella. It was a Spanish Inquisition. Go ahead.
In Spain, more Jews immigrated to North Africa, where they influenced and converted more Berber tribesmen.
They brought them into the laws of God. They were Israelites too. Go ahead. They were converting them. Go ahead.
At the time of Queen Kahina, 8 Berber tribes professed the Jewish faith and fought under the command of this remarkable Jewish queen.
Because she was an Israelite too. We'll jump down. We see. Go to page 1. Then go to the next page. Blow it up. Bring it to the top. Okay, go back out. Go to the last page again. Read the bottom of the last page. Right there. We'll have a circle, right, the underlined. Have some underlined or no?
No, sir.
Okay, read the bottom. The pagan tribes.
The pagan tribes of the Aris Mountain joined their Judeo-Berber brethren when their own king.
Because they were pagan. Go ahead. Their own king what?
When their own king Kaxilo was killed by the Arabs.
The Arabs, during this time, the Arabs are trying to push Islam. We were at war against the Arabs. We were at war against the Christians. Go ahead.
Lions of Africa and Judah.
What did they say? What did the sister Queen Kahina say?
Lions of Africa and Judah.
The sister screamed out during war, "Lions of Africa and Judah." That's what she was saying because she was an Israelite herself. Go ahead.
The queen would shout to her troops, "Show these Arabs that we would never be enslaved by Islam. Our beloved Africa will remain free. Let our slogan be the cry of the zealots of old. Freedom or death."
So she said, "Lions of Africa and Judah." That's what she was saying. Go down. Go to the next page. What page is that you was on last? What page is that?
193.
Go to 194.
All right, here we go. The triumph of Kahina proceeded to liberate Carthage. The local Christians and Jews who were from Phoenician rather than Berber stock.
Stop. The local Christians and Jews who were from Phoenician rather than Berber stock. So the Berbers were of what? Jew stock, or the Phoenicians were of Jew stock? They were the same people. That's why I want this page. All right, go to the next page. So that's why I said they were called Semitic Berbers. And you had Hamitic Berbers and you had Semitic Berbers. Page, let's see, 195. What's 195? Yes, sir. Go down. See how she was defeated. Watch how she was defeated. Where it says, start from where it says, but the Muslims. This is how she lost.
But the Muslims would have it, and largely due to the peculiar Jewish weakness of compassion for the enemy.
Read it again.
But the Muslims would have it.
The Muslims would win against us. Go ahead, defeat us. Go ahead, how?
And largely due to the peculiar Jewish weakness of compassion for the enemy.
Israel always had a peculiar weakness of compassion for our enemies. Always. Even with Saul and Agag, same thing. A weak compassion for the enemy. She lost because of that. All right? Because she ended up killing everybody, and she spared one of the Arab boys and raised him with her own kids,
right,
and favored him, and he was giving out intel to the Arabs on her position, and she got overthrown by him rather than destroy the Arab boy. All right, but she was an Israelite woman. All right, so it's a peculiar weakness of a Jew. She was definitely an Israelite. Okay, and the Berbers were as well. The Semitic Berbers, who were pagan, were converted to the Christian faith, the pagan Christian faith, but they were still Israelites as well. Give me that map, John Ogilby. Africa. You know what I'm talking about. Is it Gabi? Gabi, right? Gabi.
The
red map. I want that real quick regarding the Berbers. Blow it up. Bring it down. Bring it down, down, down. Right there. Bring it over. Move it over. Right there. Stop. Go down. Blow it up more. All I want is that box. Bring it up. Right there. Yemen Jews. I showed y'all earlier that our people, we fled into Yemen. You can sail from Yemen to Ethiopia. It's their neighbors. So our people would go back and forth. All right? So it says the Yemen Jews and Falashas, because the Falashas came from Yemen. And so our brothers, our Ethiopian brother, our brothers of Ethiopia, our people in Ethiopia, they came from Yemen. Yemen Jews and Falashas. It says Falashas, Berber, Moorish, and Negro Jews. Read the bottom what it says there.
The names in red in the northern Sahara are oases in which some Berber Judaism survives.
Berber Judaism survives. Go ahead.
It is estimated about 15,000 Jews are scattered through the interior.
Go ahead.
Other names in red are places of ancient Jewish colonies. In some cases, an approximate date of settlement is added.
This is an old time. So I'm showing you that the Berbers, Yemen Jews, Falashas, Moorish, Negro Jews, all the same. And they all resided in these landmasses. Go to the map now. These people here, these names they have in the bottom here, these are the diaspora here. They're called Dagatons. They're called Yahwism, Judaism. You have sons of Musa, Beni Musa. You have Ephraim. Israel's all over this map here, all over Africa here. That's why I said, that's what we read earlier. The Haritans were the indigenous to what? The Sahara Desert. They were always there. Those were Israelites. They were always there. They speak the Berber language. They were always there until the Arabs came in and enslaved them and had them enslaved even till now. Okay, the Hassan families, all these Hassans, that's the Arabs have us as slaves even to this day. If the Arabs have us as slaves today, and the Hamites who are under Islam over there, the Tuaregs, have us as slaves over there too. They're over there too. All right, so get me what else I wanted to get. Give me that book of September Severus.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up with that.
1 second.
So I'm just showing y'all that our people are. Give me Acts 2 regarding Libya. Acts 2 real quick and 5. Acts 2 and 5. To show that we've always. Remember, it says that they were from Libya. That the Haritans are found in Libya. They're always going westward. So give me Acts 2 and give me Zephaniah 3 and 10 as well.
Yes, sir. The book of Acts, chapter 2 and verse 5. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men, out of every nation under heaven. Now, when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language.
These are Jews. Go ahead.
And they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another, Behold, are not all these which speak Galileans?
Mm-hmm.
And how hear we every man in our own tongue?
These are people coming from all over the world speaking different languages from where they came. Go ahead.
Wherein we were born.
Go ahead.
Parthians and Medes and Elamites and the dwellers in Mesopotamia and in Judea and Cappadocia, in Pontus and Asia, Phrygia and Pamphylia, and Egypt,
Africa,
and in the parts of Libya, about Cyrene.
Israel was always in those areas, in parts of Libya, about Cyrene. About Cyrene is Cyrenaica, or Cyrenaica, how you pronounce that thing? But that's where we were. We were always there. Go ahead.
And strangers of Rome,
right?
Jews and proselytes.
Go ahead.
Cretes
and
Arabians.
And Arabia was in Arabia. Sahara Desert, same place. We were always in these areas, always. Is that it?
We do hear them speak in our tongues the wonderful works of God.
That's all I want. Now get Zephaniah, you know.
Yes, sir. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 10.
Show how people were in the western parts of Africa. Go ahead.
From beyond the rivers of Ethiopia.
Ethiopia goes back to those Falashas earlier, Yemen Jews, same thing. Falasha, go ahead.
My suppliants.
Go ahead.
Even the daughter of my dispersed.
Daughter of my scattered, go ahead.
Shall bring my offering.
Come on.
In that day shalt thou not be ashamed for all thy doings, wherein thou hast transgressed against me. For then I will take away out of the midst of thee them that rejoice in thy pride.
That's all I want. So it says beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, those rivers flow westward. Those rivers flow westward. So that's going into our people inhabiting and living alongside those rivers, which is west from Ethiopia, flowing westward. That's where people are found, including the Harritons, things of that nature. Now, there's a book right here. Do y'all have that book over there, 10 Caesars, by Barry Strauss?
They should have that. I remember you bringing that up.
Yeah, there's a book called 10 Caesars, Roman Emperors from Augustus to Constantine. This is a book by Barry Strauss. It's called The 10 Caesars.
Y'all should have that.
All right. Look for that really quickly. If you have it, 10 Caesars.
If they don't, what page? If they don't have it.
I wrote it down in here. It's pages 238 and 239. They should have it.
Hey, while we wait for that, shout out to all the MOV brothers, right, that became newly appointed soldiers. Mm-hmm. So shout out to those brothers, man.
I got it.
No hand claps or nothing.
Damn.
Oh, you know what? They focus. They focus right.
Yeah,
They
okay.
try to fight.
I got it.
We clap.
238.
All praises to the brothers.
All praise the Lord.
Being promoted. Much work is to be done, brothers. Much work to be done.
238 and 239. Yep, 238 and 239.
All right.
Load up some, real quick. Still doing some Timothy Severus. So I'm going through all this for a reason. Regarding our travels, our naval travels and so forth, our seafaring travels to lead up to Ireland, lead up to Britain, where the Carthaginians were the first to preside, and of course they became, Moors, whatever, later on. Lucius Septimius Severus was born. Read that.
Out of Africa, Lucius Septimius Severus was born on April 11th, 145, in the city of Leptis Magna, on the Mediterranean coast of what is today Western Libya.
See, Libya about Cyrene. The Carthaginian, he was of Carthage. Go ahead.
About 80 miles west.
He was of Punic origin. Same place. Go ahead.
About 80 miles west of modern Tripoli. It was one of the greatest cities of Roman Africa. This was the height of the Roman peace under Antonius Pius, and Africa shared in it fully. Leptis was an old city, a wealthy trading center founded by immigrants from Phoenicia.
From where?
Phoenicia.
Immigrants from Phoenicia. That's Israel. Go ahead.
Today, Lebanon.
Go ahead.
And also including native Libyan Berbers.
Native Libyan Berbers. Libyan Berbers, also referred to as Libyo-Phoenicians. Libyo-Phoenicians. Syro-Phoenicians is white people living in the land. Libyo-Phoenicians is Israelites living in the land. So it says Libyan Berber. Same people. Go ahead.
Leptis had been Roman for 300 years when Severus was born.
Because Carthage, remember, Rome conquered Carthage, so it became a Roman province. Go ahead.
A Latinized elite governed the town, but many of them, like Severus, had ancestors who spoke Punic.
Because he was of Punic origin. It says Libyan. He was a Libyan Berber. He was who was a Punic. Punics and Libyan Berbers are the same people. Remember, we read another book that Hannibal's grandfather was a Negro. It's the same people. Go ahead.
A Semitic language.
He spoke a Semitic language. Punic. Go ahead.
Related closely to Hebrew and Aramaic.
See the language he spoke? Go ahead.
And spoken in Carthage as well as Phoenicia. Severus spoke Punic as well as Greek and Latin.
Because his land was Latinized.
In Rome, they mocked his provincial accent. His father's family was wealthy, with strong connections to Rome, including 2 senators. Although they probably came from the native aristocracy, their status rose when Trajan declared Leptis as a colonia, which entitled all of its free citizens to Roman citizenship.
He became a Roman citizen. That's all I want. So his father's name was Publius Septimia Geta. That's all I want. Now give me that book now. Next book. It's an old one. We're gonna read this book is how old? 1700s, right?
1793.
This book was written published in 1793. 17. White eyes only. 1793. White eyes only. Black folks is not allowed to read these books. Read that.
So, walls of Abercorn greatly harassed the dominions of the Britons. So that from that adventure, that wall is said to have obtained the denomination retained as yet of Graham's Dyke.
It's called Graham's Dyke, I believe, right?
Yes, sir.
Dyke. Go ahead.
which denomination others assert to be taken from Emperor Severus.
So, Emperor Severus took over this, right? He took over this
wall.
He took over this wall called Graham's Dyke. He took over the wall called Graham's Dyke. Okay, go ahead.
Who repaired that wall?
He repaired the wall. Go ahead.
Which was first begun by Julius Agricola in the reign of the Emperor Domitian.
So during Emperor Domitian, this wall was, I believe, fortified. Septimius Severus rebuilt it, right? He rebuilt it.
Yes.
Rebuilt it. It was called Graham's Dyke. Go ahead.
The reason given for the last is that Severus, being born in Africa.
Severus, being born in Africa. Remember, he was Libyo, Berber. He was Punic. Go ahead.
Was a very black and swarthy complexion.
He was a black man. Do you understand this? He was a black man.
Dark as hell.
Dark as hell. A black Roman emperor. All right? So we're not playing this game now. We're not going to play games. Now, give me the next one. Go back to 10 Caesars again. 10 Caesars again. They try to argue and say, oh, we're not really sure if he was black. What do you mean not sure? He's from Africa. He's a Berber. Just like Tertullian. You know, you niggas love Tertullian. Tertullian and Augustine. In another book, it said they were Ethiopian. They mean they were black. Same people. They're from the same place. Terence, same place. Hannibal, Hamilco, Hanno, Mago, same people, same place. Phoenicians, Punics, Berbers, Negroes, Haritans. Niggas today. Negroes today. Where we at? Let me see it. Is it 239?
239, right?
Yeah, I got 239 on here. I know you got 239. You gotta have page. You gotta have it. Yes, blow this up. Watch this. Let me see it. Blow it up. Blow it up. Blow it up. Watch it. Read the top part. Watch it. Watch this slickness. Watch it. Watch what they do. Read this.
Severus was Rome's first African emperor.
He was Rome's first black emperor. First African emperor. Watch this.
But was he Rome's first black emperor?
Come on, man. How? He was Rome's first black emperor, but how is he Rome's
But
first?
hold on.
But hold on a minute, nigga. You might get ahead of yourself. You might get ahead of yourself. Let me rephrase what I'm saying to you. But he was Rome's first black emperor, but was he really black? Yes, he was.
How, Sway?
Go ahead.
We don't know. In spite of a variety of contemporary evidence, one written source makes him dark-skinned, but it was written centuries later, and it is just demonstrably wrong about other matters.
So what? But him being black is the part. That's the point. Go ahead.
One contemporary image shows him as dark-skinned.
He's depicted as a black, dark man. There's images of him with his wife. He's dark in the image. Go ahead.
But it is an outlier. And besides, it comes from an Egyptian tradition that tended to depict men as dark-skinned and women as light-skinned.
No, that's a complete lie.
They reaching, man.
That's a complete lie.
It is possible that Severus was of mixed descent. Italian.
Here we go.
Middle Eastern, and perhaps native Libyan Berber.
He was Libyan Berber. That was black.
But that is speculation. As it is often the case, the ancient sources don't tell us what we like to know. Yes, they did. They just told us.
You read it early they wrote it in the 1700s. They wrote it. Go down, read no one. Go down to the bottom. It mentions knights.
Oh, I think go up. I thought I'd seen that.
Go up.
Yeah. You talking about this part?
Yeah, read that. Watch this.
Roman Africa was in its heyday during Severus' lifetime, emerging to prominence like Hispania a century earlier.
Go ahead, watch this.
Africa provided roughly 15% of known knights.
Stop. Africa provided a history of known knights. Like St. Maurice. It wasn't just St. Maurice. There was a whole bunch of us. We were knights. Go ahead.
And senators, around 200. By this time, the Senate was no longer dominated by Italians.
By white folks. Go ahead.
But representative of the empire as a whole.
So, during Severus' lifetime, he had black knights under him. He had knights. Africa had knights and black senators. Because Septimius Severus took over, he put all his boys on. You gonna be senator, you gonna be here, you gonna be a knight. He put all his family on there. You know how black folks do. We take over. We bring our grandma, we bring our aunt, uncle. We bring everybody. That's what he did. So we're going to stop there. We're going to end it right there. Due to, got Got a wedding to go to. All praise to the Lord.
All praise.
So we're going to wrap it up with that. Hope you guys have some understanding on the fact that Septimius Severus is the first black emperor, undeniably so. And that the Berbers, Israelites, came to the side of the world, Native Americans came to the side of the world, or Carthaginians, Phoenicians, under the term Phoenicians, Carthaginians, Berbers, Moors, Haritans, Libyo-Berbers. That's all our people. Those are Israelites. Now, remember, we read another book we read earlier somewhere where it says the Libyans and the Libyans and the blacks intermingled. I book that was we read that book last week where they mingled. So there was mixture, but for the most part, they were both black races mingling together. But Israel, of course, Israel, sand of the sea, we take over. We always a majority. Okay, so bring it to your attention now. People, we sail the Mediterranean Sea. What's the Mediterranean Sea? You sell out of that. You got the British Isles, Ireland, right above. It's right there. All right. So hope you guys get some understanding. And Lord's will, we'll get some more details on our history in these European isles, these sailing these seas. I'm just taking the long route leading up to King James, because remember King James, his father's side was of Breton ancestry. We read that term earlier about Caraticus and them. That's Britons. We are the old world Anglo-Saxons. That's what we are. We are the old world Anglo-Saxons, and the white man is the new world Anglo-Saxons because they stole the new world from us and made it their world. They're the new world Anglo-Saxons. There's a book we have read it before where it says that there was a distinction between old world Anglo-Saxons and new world ones. Right. I got a book that is, but it says it in there verbatim. We'll bring that out next week because that's a very important part. We got to find that book where it says that. But Lord's will, see y'all next week. All praise to the Lord. Hope you enjoyed the show. Shalom. Both sides, Christ bless.
Shalom.
Till then, next week.
Shalom.
Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our father's going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We the chosen people, you say no way. Your enemies been teaching you the wrong way. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you know your history? Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you know your history? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? History.
Now we going back. He done on my back for sure when I let the truth go. We gon' let them know